She was called a monkey because of her birthmark. Her life is a nightmare. She had a tough time at school. Other kids teased her and called her monkey. She shares, some children did say really horrible things. They told me I looked like a monkey and used to give me dirty looks. Some would call me Dalmatian because of how my birthmark is, and then they would all laugh at me. I had good friends at school, they never let me think anything was wrong with me. I tried not to let it bother me, but I did sometimes get upset. The 22-year-old woman from Brazil was born with a special skin condition that only a few people have, called giant congenital melanocytic nevus. It's so rare that it only happens to 1 in every 500,000 people. When Beatrice was born with the condition, her birthmark was so large that doctors weren't sure how to treat her. She was referred to the Hospital das Clínicas, where, throughout the years, she underwent more than 30 surgeries to remove some of her darker patches. Beatrice had her first surgery at just 6 months old. They didn't remove the patches just to make things look better. Beatrice has a condition that makes her skin really sensitive to the sun, and it can easily get hurt or even get skin cancer. So, the doctors wanted to help her live her life without always being afraid of the sun. They thought taking away the patches would make it simpler for her to go outside without always worrying about her skin. Beatrice explained that doctors and her parents thought it would be a good idea to take away some parts of her birthmark because they were big. Too much sunlight could be bad for her, so they wanted to keep her safe by removing those parts. They focused on the riskier areas, like her arms and legs. She had surgeries where they took skin from her calf, where she has more white skin, and used it to replace parts of her birthmark. The recovery took 2 to 3 months, and she had to stay in bed because it hurt too much to walk. Even though she went through all of this, people still judged her. After dealing with troublemakers for years, Beatrice has learned to love and accept her skin. After her last surgery in 2008, Beatrice made the brave decision not to have any more procedures. Instead, she fully accepted her unique appearance. In her own words, she said, "I hope to inspire other people to embrace who they are, and to be confident in their own skin." She shares, "My birthmarks make it easy to see that the skin is just an organ to protect what really matters. I'm very happy to be the way I am. Of course, I used to wonder why it had happened to me, but I would never want to be different." Despite facing teasing when she was younger and being compared to a monkey, Ms. Pugliese has developed a deep love for monkeys and other animals. She dreams of working closely with these incredible creatures because her love for nature keeps growing. In addition to her inspiring journey, Ms. Pugliese has found love. Her husband, Felipe Karoboff, 30, is a cook, and they've been together for 9 years. They met during the 2014 World Cup in Brazil while watching the same match. Since then, their relationship has grown. Ms. Pugliese shared, "My birthmarks have never been a problem for him." Her husband loves and accepts her completely, providing all the support she could ever need, and making her feel confident in her own skin. Ms. Pugliese expressed deep appreciation for the constant support she received from her family. She emphasized how they consistently made sure she never felt like she stood out from other children. They provided her with the freedom to wear any clothing she desired, and they never urged her to conceal her skin from others. Their unconditional acceptance and encouragement played a vital role in nurturing her self-confidence and embracing her uniqueness. Nowadays, she refuses to hide her birthmark. The only extra thing she needs to do is put on sun cream every day to protect her more sensitive skin. People who have birthmarks are like special canvases that tell unique stories about themselves, showing how diverse and interesting our world is. These special marks they have are like their own kind of charm, reminding us that having different things about us makes the big picture of humanity more colorful and exciting. For many people, having a birthmark on their body might not seem like a big deal, but for some, it can make life harder. Even though these skin marks are usually harmless, it's the unkindness and unfair treatment from others that can make living with them really tough. People might not understand, and that can make having a birthmark feel like a difficult experience.